Welcome to another pint-sized review. I'm taking a look at the SH MonsterArts Godzilla Jr., and man, he's small. Though that may be so, he does command a decent price tag, so let's see what he has to offer to collectors. Monster Master Yuji Sakai once again proves his worth with all of the awesome detail on this little feather. So, all the little bumps and ridges, as usual for a Godzilla, are found within this little dude. Even the details on the itty bitty baby dorsal plates are still kept intact. How cool is that? Face, well, looks like Goji Jr. Inside the mouth, detail once again is paid attention to. And yeah, basically the detail captured in Godzilla Jr. is that of Godzilla, but shrunk down. Paint, on the other hand, it works for Godzilla Jr. Dorsal plates are a nice grayish white color. Actually, I'd have to say, yeah, it's a bone type color. Junior is green, though like Little Godzilla, on some points there is this wash that looks like it can be a bit overbearing. You can see it on the chest a little bit here, though the light isn't exactly showing off what I'm talking about, but to each their own. I kind of like it. It works in some lighting. Claws are also a white color, as are feet. Eyes are a perfect coloring of orange and black for the pupils, the decals. And there goes his head. Teeth are white-ish. Looks like there's a tad bit of yellow. It might just be the light, though. Yeah, that's the light. They're totally white. So the sculpt and paint on this little monster, exactly what you would expect from the rest of the SH MonsterArts line. Though Junior may be small, the detail is definitely kept. So what's a moving and a grooving on Junior? As usual, head to the feet, then the tail. The mouth is on a ball joint, and you can get that sort of twist that the first Godzilla had. So, it's not broken, it just looks weird. The head is on a very tiny ball joint with a very, very shallow socket. So, yeah, it's going to fall off a lot. Nothing to be worried about. Pop it back on. And then these two pieces of the neck are on ball joints. So there is a lot of range of movement for the neck and the head of Godzilla Jr. Shoulders on a ball joint. Elbows hinge. The hands on a ball joint. You can get the arms to look straight out. And then an interesting tidbit here. Kind of looks like there's a figure arts joint there for the elbows. Anyway, ab crunch. Like Burning Godzilla, Jr. has a double jointed ab crunch. Top is a ball joint here, bottom is a ball joint, so you can get a lot of poses out of this guy. Again, like Burning Godzilla, there is some complaints of gappiness on Junior, but I kind of disagree, considering the range of motion that you get. Probably could have been concealed a little bit better, but I don't think it's horrendous, like some make it out to be. The thighs connected at the hip on a ball joint. Knees on a hinge. Feet are ball jointed, though there isn't much range. Yet to get Junior to stand on one foot, though. Tail. Whoa! Yeah, as you can see, ball jointed. Very, very much so. Wait a minute. Is that right? Yeah. Not entirely ball jointed just enough. For whatever pose you would need Junior to take with his tail. The articulation on Junior is just right. Really nothing I could suggest adding to Junior, except possibly a bicep swivel, but even then, there's kinda one at the elbow. So, no complaints in the articulation department. Junior's MSRP is about $50, and he's kind of small. So you think Junior would come with some big accessories, right? Not exactly. Junior comes with 2 of these uber tiny helicopters. And the helicopters come with 2 blades. One makes it look like it's spinning super fast, and the other is kind of stationary. Like it's just sitting there. So you pop blade off, and then you pop the other one on. The helicopters look 100% identical, so what you get with Junior is what you see here times 2. Sometimes there'll be this little knob that comes off the spinny blade, and all you do is you fiddle with it for 20 seconds to figure out how you can hold it, and then you line it up. Okay, come on you. There we go. And then you put it back on. To go alongside this, you get this little base here, and there's a hole in the bottom of the helicopters. You get this wire you plug in to the base and to the helicopters. And voila! You have helicopters to display alongside Junior, or whatever other monsters you want. Only complaint about the helicopters is that they're kinda out of scale with the buildings you get with Mogera and the other Maser tanks that come with the Super Weapons set or Burning Godzilla. But other than that, they're pretty neat. What I would really like to get would be more of these wires and these bases. Hint, hint, hint. So, kind of a bummer, but the helicopters are neat. Accessories on Junior would prefer an atomic breath, because it kind of does use one, so it's not too bad. Could be worse. How well does this little pup fit in with the rest of the MonsterArts line? Well, as you can see here, kinda works. Goes well with it. Little Godzilla, normal Godzilla, Junior, But where he really shines in is with his fellow cast members from Godzilla vs. Destroya. There's Junior. Here's Big Daddy Burning Godzilla. That's a nice fit. Very, very nice fit. So, how about the enemies? Well, here is the larger aggregate, Destroya. And, not exact. Aggregate should be larger than Junior, but it's not. It isn't that big of a deal because you can still use this one to climb up on Burning Godzilla. But that is kind of disappointing. Next up, here is the flying form of Destroya. I think it's an okay fit, but again, I think it should be a bit bigger. Yeah, I think it should be much bigger. So how's about the Big Daddy one? The Big Destroya. Oh yeah. That puts things into perspective. Junior's a wee little rascal. So, in terms of scale, Junior fits in well with the rest of the cast members from Godzilla vs. Destroya. And kind of just squeezes in there with the rest of the monsters from the SH MonsterArts line. Junior seems to be a bit of a mixed bag. There are some people that think, well, he's there, and other people that don't care for him. There are some people that love him. I'm in between the he's there and love him. I think he's pretty neat. Might be small, but he's very, very detailed. And the articulation on this guy is great. Really, I'm surprised that it's such a small scale they were able to keep all of this detail. It is an unpopular opinion, I guess, but really, Junior's not that bad. Now, one of the main criticisms, though, is the price point. This guy's MSRP is, I think it's $51.99, $52.99. You can get him on Amazon for about $46, I think it is. So, he is going down a little bit in price, but he is a web exclusive. So, that does justify a bit of the price. If you are looking for a green meanie to fit under your shelf, and you don't like Little Godzilla, can't go wrong with Junior. Really, you can't. Man, they really outdid themselves with this release. I do know one thing for sure, though. Just like in the first issue of Legends, never underestimate a monster based on its size.